Hi friend, my name is Aziz.
Some clowns make you smile. Then there's Pennywise, the one clown who made an entire generation avoid sewers for life. Since the early 90s, this creature hiding behind red makeup and a balloon has haunted childhoods, nightmares, and even adulthood. From Tim Curry's unsettling grin to Bill Skarsgård's inhuman stare, Pennywise keeps returning, changing faces, eras, and styles. But his purpose has always stayed the same: to feed on fear. Today, we're diving deep into the complete evolution of Pennywise, from his terrifying TV debut to his modern cinematic rebirth, and finally, to the upcoming origin story. Before we begin, drop a like and subscribe. It helps more than you think. Now, let's float. Long before CGI, jump scares, or heavy special effects existed, fear looked very different. It looked like a clown, and it sounded like Tim Curry. The 1990 miniseries introduced a version of Pennywise that relied entirely on performance, not technology. The story followed a group of kids, the Losers Club, in a quiet town called Derry, where children vanished while adults pretended nothing was wrong. Pennywise didn't chase his victims with monstrous forms. He simply stood there, smiling, staring, talking in a friendly voice that felt wrong in the most perfect way. That's what made Curry's portrayal unforgettable. He felt real, like a clown you might genuinely see at a birthday party, except this one could switch from cheerful to murderous in a heartbeat. His fear wasn't in loud music or shock value. It was the idea that something innocent, something meant for children, could be the most dangerous thing in the world. The 90s didn't have digital creatures, just makeup, light effects, and practical tricks. And ironically, that made him even scarier, because every scene felt like it could be happening in your neighborhood. Red balloons suddenly became symbols of terror. Showers became uncomfortable. Kids avoided sewers. Adults felt uneasy too. But beyond the scares, the miniseries captured something deeper: the pain, trauma, and loneliness of childhood. Pennywise didn't just attack bodies, he attacked insecurities. And when the Losers returned as adults 27 years later, their fear had grown with them. That cycle, fear forgotten, then revived, became the foundation of Pennywise's mythology. The 1990 version wasn't perfect, but it made history. It planted Pennywise permanently in pop culture.
27 years later, the exact length of Pennywise's cycle, he returned. But this time, he wasn't just creepy, he was predatory. Director Andy Muschietti reimagined the monster entirely, casting Bill Skarsgård, a choice that pushed Pennywise from scary clown to cosmic horror. The film opened with one of the most infamous scenes in modern horror: Georgie and the paper boat. A simple interaction, a friendly clown in a sewer, that ends in pure shock. This time, Pennywise wasn't trying to be human. He twisted his body, drifted his eyes independently, and moved like a creature trying to imitate a person but failing. His outfit changed too, now Victorian, almost ancient, hinting that he has existed for centuries. 2017's Pennywise captured the fears that children can't explain: the darkness in the hallway, the monster under the bed, the feeling that something is watching. The Losers Club in this version had more personality and emotional depth. Each child carried private fears, guilt, grief, abuse, and Pennywise fed on them like a parasite. The effects balanced CGI with practical performances. Nothing looked overly polished, keeping Pennywise unpredictable and alive. Skarsgård brought a disturbing innocence, a soft voice paired with a horrifying smile. His Pennywise wasn't angry, he was hungry. And he delivered the same trauma the 1990 version gave to its generation. Kids feared sewers again. Red balloons returned to nightmares. And a new era discovered what fear really looks like. It, Chapter 2, 2019. Another 27 years pass, just as the mythology demands. The Losers Club are now adults, living separate lives and forgetting everything, until Pennywise wakes again. This chapter explores a different kind of fear, adult fear. Fear of failure, guilt, lost love, and unresolved trauma. Pennywise becomes less physical and more psychological. His attacks feel targeted, personal, like he understands every broken part of the characters. The film uses massive surreal imagery, giant illusions, distorted memories, creatures pulled from nightmares, visions twisting between past and present. Pennywise appears fewer times, but each appearance hits harder. His final defeat carries symbolic weight. He doesn't die because they overpower him physically. He dies because they stop believing in him. They stop feeding him fear. His entire existence collapses once his victims reclaim themselves. Chapter 2 wasn't as universally loved as Chapter 1, but it completed the emotional cycle. It showed that Pennywise represents more than a creature. He represents the fear we carry into adulthood.
It, Welcome to Derry. Just when fans thought the story had ended, Pennywise rose again, but this time through a prequel series. Welcome to Derry travels back decades before either film, exploring how evil first rooted itself in the town. Set in 1962, the series shifts its tone. More mystery, more psychological tension. Less jump scares, more dread. It explores the idea that Pennywise didn't arrive. He was always here, hidden beneath the town, influencing its people, feeding on trauma long before anyone noticed. The show deepens the lore, revealing why Pennywise chose the clown form and how Derry itself seems connected to him, almost like the town protects him. And through new characters and new disappearances, the series shows one chilling truth. Evil doesn't begin with Pennywise. It begins with the people who ignore it. Visually, the series maintains the oppressive, cold tone of the recent films. Shadows, silence, and slow-building tension replace traditional horror. This prequel expands the universe, not by creating a new villain, but by revealing deeper layers of the one we already fear. Over more than 3 decades, Pennywise has evolved, but fear has remained the constant. Whether it was Tim Curry's sinister smile, Bill Skarsgård's alien movements, or the secrets of Derry itself, Pennywise continues to remind us that fear never truly dies. It just sleeps, waiting for us to forget, so it can rise again. And that is the complete evolution of Pennywise, the clown who refuses to stay in the shadows. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which character you want next. Until then, keep your eyes on the sewers, because down there, we all float.